Today, I have the pleasure of sitting with Joel Richardson, who is a New York Times bestseller. He's also a filmmaker, author. But what I love is that he studies in an area that, when it comes to spirituality, let me put it like this. And Joel, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But when it comes to spirituality, if you look at it like a kung fu class, you, sir, are sitting with the master and you are training in a different way. You're experiencing things in a different way than those who just show up to class on a Sunday for their white belt. So I appreciate you.
Thank you very much. I have not attained the ability to levitate just yet, but there are some skills that I do have, so I appreciate that.
Well, I love that internationally, besides the fact that you've got a slew of books out there, which are all so great and so in depth. Your knowledge, I mean, there's just so much that we're going to peel into. But first, I want to get to the fact that you're recognized as a biblical prophecy expert, amongst other things. So somebody who's listening today, they're going to get an opportunity to hear a different side of what we've ever talked about in the Better Man podcasts. So why is this your area of passion?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So first of all, let me just say the arena of biblical prophecy, it can very quickly become very strange. It's sort of a segment of theology, biblical theology, that oftentimes the fringe seem to embrace. To me, it's a central theme throughout the entire biblical narrative. And what I've tried to do faithfully over the past 15 years is reclaim this subject in a very healthy, balanced, responsible way, and because this often happens within the church. There's sort of a segment of theology, and it's a little bit unusual. It's a little difficult. So a lot of pastors they say, well, we believe it, but we don't really talk about it. And what happens is it becomes the purview of the fringe, of the cults and different things like that. There's a dereliction within the body of Christ of these things. And so I've done my best, again, over the past 15 years or so, to reclaim these things for the mainstream evangelical church, to say, look, this is central to the biblical narrative. And like I said, I've tried to do so in a very responsible way. And for that reason, I think a lot of people appreciate my approach, in that it's not sensational, it's not crazy, it's actually very grounded, and it makes sense.